Good kill me.
Welcome to Verbal Peak Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show, and also I'd like to welcome Tim Thompson to the show, member of the Unforgettables.
Yes, sir.
Now, I went to the show, which was on Homestead, Enchanted Gardens,
Yes,
right? And
yes, sir.
I was blown away at the energy and how you guys put that together. Now, for those of you who all don't know, Tim Thompson is one of the original members of the Cashmere High School Reunion Band.
Right.
Right. And so they did their 50th anniversary, right?
Right. 50th anniversary of the Unforgettables. We were 13, 14 years old in 1971.
Right.
In junior high.
Right.
At Key Middle School. Miss Louise Bailey, she's a legendary teacher. She actually holds the Guinness Book of World Records for being the teacher with the longest tenure in the classroom, 50 years. And Miss Bailey sponsored a talent show every year. Key Middle School now was Key Junior High back in the time. It was the school that was Cashmere Junior Senior High, and they built another school over about 4 or 5 miles away. And it was too close to I M Terrell Middle School or Junior High, so they made it Cashmere Senior High.
Okay.
And they made Cashmere Junior Senior High Francis Scott Key. And they bused all of us over there that lived on the other side of the track with the Caucasian community. They bust us to Key. And Miss Bailey was there. She stayed there when Cashmere moved. She stayed at Key Junior Senior High with Mr. Angle as principal and Mr. Hastings as vice principal. And in the 8th grade, second week of 8th grade, I was transferred from I M Terrell to Key. Met up with my cousin and his first cousin, Rob Allen Berry. Met up with Terry Delaney and Reginald Dunham. Actually, Reginald Dunham and Robert started the group. And then it was 4 of us. So really, it's a funny story because Reggie's brother, Lotte, and Coach East, Lawrence Delco, they was all football players, Jack Crowder, and Dorian Paul Williams. Dorian is a dude that's got, well, he had the #1 independent song for 3 weeks a month ago in Europe and in the world. And then his niece, Angelique, who is Connie Bodacious from 102 and 97.9 The Box, her daughter had the #2 song in Europe and #4 worldwide on the independent side called Forever Man. And they was killing it.
And Dorian,
and they still killing, yeah.
And he was he sung with the Gap Band at one point, right?
Yeah, Dorian. But here's the thing: Dorian was with the Imperials, them other guys, and we waxed them on that first talent show. Man, they was talking trash how they was going to do us. You know, all of them was on the football team, and they was our friends. You know, but they were talking trash. And man, we rehearsed so much. And you heard that song, The Bells, that we sang. That was the song we sang. That's by the Originals. And the Originals are the background guys for Marvin Gaye. And we whacked them on that too. Man, they got so mad they didn't rehearse. And their little skit fell through. And one of the boys walked off the stage. I think it was Delco that danced. And they walked, and we tore him up, man. And then Dorian asked us if he could sing with us after that. He didn't want to be down with them boys no more.
Right.
So we let him after much debate and discussion. We let him join our group, and 50 years later, here we are.
Well, now can you tell us that the bond, that glue, that gelled you all together to where you all can still be friends today, that unity? For 50 years later.
Well, okay, Robert and Terry are first cousins. And I'm a distant cousin to them. So Reggie and Robert was best friends. And Terry and Reggie was best friends in elementary school. And then we got to junior high, Robert and Reggie got closer. So, you know, Dorian and we went to Sanderson Elementary. They went to MacDade. And, you know, they hooked up in elementary, and then when me and Dorian got transferred over, we just connected. Dorian used to sing. Well, he still does sing gospel a cappella.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to see him at a bunch of weddings because I used to sing solos at weddings. And then I worked with the caterer. You know, a lot of folk. One of the most notable folk, Joanne Valley Rush and Larry Rush, when they got married, I was working with the caterer and the decorator. And, you know, I used to meet up with Dorian at the wedding. Sometime I would sing, and his group would sing. They sang a cappella. And we just knew each other all our lives, man. And when we did that show, we got together. Robert and Dorian, after the Unforgettables, when we graduated, Reggie went to Iowa to college. And I started doing mostly gospel music, primarily gospel. Mm-hmm. Then I had met my little sweetheart. She was in Louisiana at USL Lafayette. I was at TSU. And then I was working a little job. And, you know, I'd be gone, man, zooming to Louisiana, be with my girl, who I later married. Mm-hmm. And, man, you know, them guys, they went on, they became heaven. And then they transformed again. Reggie Nelson, my best friend, he was keyboard player. He left. They became Heaven the Band. Okay. And that was a show called Star Search on national TV. Ed McMahon was the host. It was like the precursor to American Idol. Right. It was just like American Idol, but it was back at the time, back in the 70s, 80s. And the boys almost won that Star Search, but they lost to. Well, they didn't lose. They gave it to this white band, rockabilly band, that won it. They gave it to them. And, you know, but, man, it just went on and on. They was on the road. They was living in New Orleans for a while. You know, they was in Canada for a while. And one of the promoters took all the money, left them in Canada. And that's when Reggie quit and came home. They became Heaven the Band. And went on, man, and they was runner-up on that star. So, you know, Destiny's Child was on that, too. They was runner-up the next year. Okay. After my boy. Right. Yeah, it was hard for a black act. It was hard to get over, you know, back in that time. Right. And that's why all these young rappers and everybody ought to be grateful, because we blazed some trails, man. You know, we got out there, we was doing it. And, man, we was all over Europe and Japan and all over the United States. That's right. In high school. Yeah. You know? Yeah, this is the foundation. That's why I like doing this with you because this is the foundation that's set forth for a lot of bands, groups, singers to stand on, the foundation that they standing on today. So the story has to be told because everything has a starting point. Yeah, man. Like we was right here in Houston, Archie Bell and the Drells and Fifth Ward Express, God's Gift to Women, God's Gift to Men. You know, the Royal Temps, them guys was our big brothers, and they was doing their thing, you know, make a little impact locally and regionally. And then we came behind them, man, and we just tried to keep it going, man. We had a great legacy laid before us. Mm-hmm. And we came up, we was out there, we was 16 doing the Red Rooster. Come on. Yeah, man, I been... Come on. Man, we did the Red Rooster almost 50 years. We was boys. We was over on Martin Luther King. Right. Yeah, man, we was in there. We play and sing, man. We used to have a club called Nobby's Corner, Screaming Eagle Airline. Screaming Airline was a little spot, man, but it was right there where Griggs and OST split off. Okay. And it had like a plane, the tail wings of a plane. Then we go in that little joint, and Nobby's Corner was small too. And man, we played all them clubs, especially when we was raising money. They let us come in and play and pass the hat, pass the bucket. Man, and them, I had to give Houston credit. When we was going to Europe and Japan, man, they support us all over Houston. Come on. Southport, South Union, Acres Home. Come on. All of them, man, everybody, 5th Ward, 3rd Ward. Man, we went to so many, we go club to club in one night. Everybody dropped money on us, man. Yeah, one time we had to raise $10,000, man. Houston helped us raise $10,000, man. Come on. So we could travel and represent Houston. And then Mickey Leyland helped us out real big because he shamed Governor Dolph Briscoe. He didn't want to give us no money. But Mickey raised $10,000. and we needed $20,000, man, to make the trip to Europe. And the governor wouldn't help us out. So Mickey raised 10, and he shamed the governor. And the governor came, and he called us unofficial ambassadors and gave us a $10,000 donation so we could make the trip to Europe. And that's how we did it, man.
Oh, bro, but it's wonderful to know that there was a time when all the neighborhoods could come together and support a common cause, man. To see you all,
oh yeah, man,
go out
man,
and go.
We could go play Sunnyside, South Park, South Union, Third Ward, the North, everybody, man. At that time, we didn't have no Missouri City and Pearland. Pearland was a little village full of white rednecks back at that time. We ain't have that. Man, Sugarland was like, Katy was a goat roper town. It wasn't like it is now, man. We were not confined, but we were like cohesive, man. You go from one neighborhood to another with the blacks. Cashmere Garden, Trinity Garden, Liberty Garden had the Frenchmen. We had all the Cajun over there, man.
Oh yeah.
And everybody came together. Oh man, we got out on the street corners with our majorists and cheerleaders and band members, marching band members. We had crews and we had paint cans out there panhandling, man. Nobody bothered our girls. Nobody tried to take our money. Everybody said, "Oh, that's Cashmere." We had signs. Man, everybody contributed. The whole city, the whole black community. We didn't even try to go into that community. We was in, I'm telling you, the black community, this is 1972, 73, 74, 75, all the way up to 77. They came, we graduated, all of us came out in 75. But the kids that were still there, and Prof retired in 77, but Sylvester LeBlanc, he used to play with Fishburne Swiss, bad flute player. God bless his soul. He died a couple of years ago. That was my big brother. And
sorry to hear that.
Man, he played tenor sax like Grover, played flute. Man, that dude was a bad dude. He took over after Prof retired. But man, them kids went to Las Vegas. And they tore up and won the national championship in Las Vegas in 1977. All the brothers, man, little sisters, man. I'm telling you, the legacy just continued, and then, evil gonna come and try to destroy anything. But if y'all watch the movie Thunder Soul, it tells the story.
Right. Yeah.
It tells the story. Man.
That's right. Make sure you all check out. And I was saying, everybody, make sure they check out Thunder Soul, and that was where Jamie Foxx had a hand in that as well.
Yeah, man, we did the film. Mark Lansman was the director, and I can't think of the editor's name. She won a editing award. We went to South by Southwest Film Festival. And, man, once we won South by Southwest, we won 2 Film Festival awards there. I mean, it just broke up. We ended up winning 19 Film Festival awards, and we ended up being nominated for an NAACP Image Award. Our film, Thunder Soul. We was right there with Harry Belafonte and with that guy that did the Elmo. I can't think of his name. And there was another guy did a animated cartoon thing using barnyard animals to teach young children about music and instruments. And then Michael Rappaport, Michael Rappaport do a lot of Spike Lee joint.
Right.
That white boy with that curly hair, he was the son of the guy, Do the Right Thing, the son of the guy that owned the pizzeria.
Right.
Yeah, he did a movie on Tribe called Quest.
Okay.
And he was nominated on me, not me, but us. Us and Michael Rappaport and them 2 other guys with Elmo. That guy got in some trouble. You probably heard about in the news. He got in some trouble with pedophilia, but we don't want to get into all that.
Right.
And then the other guy that did the barnyard animals, but Harry Belafonte won. Now, this is our first film. We in the category with Harry Belafonte. Man, it was just beautiful, man. Went out there to L.A., and, man, they treat us like king. We walked the red carpet. Me and Gerald Calhoun, our bass player, and Darryl Thomas. And, man, we walked the red carpet together. Yolanda, my god sister, Yolanda Adams, out there.
Oh, come on.
She was out there. She walked the carpet. Larry Fishburne.
Right.
He walked ahead of us. Now, it's interesting. Larry Fishburne was in a movie called Cornbread Earl and
Me, yeah.
He was 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When we was coming out of high school, that was at the Majestic Metro Theater downtown. Here's what they did. They made some coupons the size of $1 bills. And everybody that came with a coupon, they gave us $2 to make the trip to Japan. On Cornbread Earl and me. Then we walk in the red carpet right behind Fishburne, who was 9-year-old, star that movie. Ain't that ironic, man?
Boy, look here, man.
That's ironic.
That's ironic, bro. Now, did you ever get a chance? Did the band ever get a chance to play at Jefferson Stadium?
Man, we played Jefferson Stadium all the time, man. The Thunder Soul was really our marching band.
Right.
And then Brown wrote the jazz tune. He arranged it for the jazz band. Yeah, we used to play at Jefferson Stadium. Delmar Jefferson, they didn't have Barnett at the time. Barnett was just built when we was getting ready to leave high school. And, man, we play over there all the time, man. We marched that down. I hate they tore that stadium down. That was a classic stadium, man.
Right. Everybody that was in that era always talks about Jefferson Stadium. And, you know, you can't get I want to do something to get a lot of information on that Jefferson Stadium. They had a lot of greats that played in that stadium. And
oh, man, yeah.
You know.
That was the stadium, man. Texas Southern would play there. Then U of H turn around and play there.
Yeah.
Then they had high school there. We had to get out the way on Fridays, man, because they had it on Saturday. If you had a Saturday game, you had to go to Jefferson, the Delmar.
Okay.
Go down on 290-18.
Right.
And Delmar's still there, man.
Yeah, it's still there.
But, I hated when they tore that stadium. We had so many memories, man. I never forget. I think it was like 1976. They had Earth, Wind, and Fire, Bobby Womack. What's that dude named? The Funky Chicken, Rufus Thomas.
Yeah.
Man, that was a monster concert, man. I think Sly and the Family Stone was there, man. We was all day. Then when Earth, Wind, and Fire came out, it was about 5 or 6. A big old thunderstorm came, man. Big old lightning bolt flashed across the sky. Everybody thought it was their ex. All of a sudden, it started raining like cats and dogs, man. They had to turn it out. But the next day, they let everybody come back for free, man. And boy, you talking about a 2-day festival, that was out of sight, man.
Come on.
We don't do stuff like that no more. You get a cancellation, you bad luck. Sorry about your bad luck.
Right.
Right now, they missed Charlie the last time over there. What was that? At Smart Financial, man. They ain't got their money back. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got Charlie. Charlie coming in a couple of months. He gonna be at Cynthia Woods.
Okay.
Yeah, he gonna be at. I'm gonna be out there with him. I already got my stuff. I'm backstage, baby.
Come on, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I already got my stuff. I'm ready to go. I got my pass, everything.
Come on, bro. That's. I mean, you know, it seems.
Be here, man. Charlie gonna tear it up, man.
Yeah, Charlie, he gonna do his thing, bro. Definitely. But it just seemed like people had a genuine care and concern for one another, you know, at those times, you know.
Yeah, it was real, man. Real. You get a beef with somebody once in a while, but you know, it wasn't nothing to it. You know, we was talking the other day how we used to get a little beef, man. We box it out. Next thing you know, man, it's cool. You know, ain't hold no grudge, ain't be trying to kill nobody, all that thing.
Right. Yeah.
I know we had one or two, but you know, that was on the serious side. People that was doing foul stuff.
Right.
But the regular stuff, man, we was cool, Judge.
Yeah.
You know, it was nothing, you know.
Right. Y'all was too busy enjoying life and going after your dreams and your goals.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, God had blessed us, man, with gifts and talents, abilities. All of us, we was top students, man. Only time my grades fell was when I stopped paying attention, you know, just got to clown a little bit. But we was, man, our valedictorian and our salutatorian my senior year was both in the band and the stage band. You know, now what can you say to that?
That's right. That's right.
You know, they both in the stage band and the marching band, and they both top back in the, our point guard, we won the state basketball championship junior and senior year. Starting point guard was also he was a band section leader in the drum section, Madison Lane.
Come on.
Went to Rice University after he left Cashmere. Man, we had more scholarship graduates in 1975 than any other school in Houston. Cashmere. See, this is the stuff that they don't tell about. They don't talk about. They always want to talk about crime and degradation. They try to bring that up in the movie, saying, man, we wasn't like that, man. We wasn't, we wasn't rich, but we wasn't impoverished either.
Right.
We found a way to get done. We needed, a lot of us, man, drove cars in school, man.
Come on.
I had a car. It was 10 years old when I got it, but I had a 1965 Chevrolet Impala.
Come on.
In 1975.
Come on.
But it's still a Chevrolet Impala, 1965. Guess what they started driving the hip-hop? They came out with the 64 and the 65 Impala, man.
That's right.
That's what I was doing in high school.
That's right.
Some of them had brand new cars. One of my good friends had a brand new Monte Carlo.
Come on.
His daddy and mama bought it for him. He was in the stage band, Cornelius Brown.
Come on.
And other dudes had cold-blooded cars, man.
Yeah. Well, that's the story that they want to put out, the narrative that we all just was impoverished, didn't have nothing, and didn't have shoes to go to school in. And they like that image, but I'm glad you said that, because we got to stand up and say, wait a minute, we had things. Man. Yeah, it's not new to us.
We had good neighborhoods, man.
Yeah, I remember.
We did what we want to do.
That's right. Look, when I was younger, MLK was a good neighbor. We had restaurants, we had malls.
I know it.
Palm Center.
Let me tell you this. When I was a little boy, my grandmother worked, it was South Park Boulevard. My grandmother worked for some white family over there, 2 blocks on the other side of OST. I used to walk across that park and pick up golf balls, because the Caucasian dudes be out there, driving and stuff. They be hitting the ball. And it wasn't 5 years later, that whole area was black.
Yeah.
There was very few white people.
Yeah, I remember.
And that area was nice, man.
Yeah, nice, bro.
Businesses, like you saying, churches, they had churches.
Oh, they had big churches. Yeah.
Yeah. The Shrine of Black Madonna.
Yeah, Shrine of Black Madonna.
White church when I was a little boy.
See?
So, we saw all of this transformation. And we not careful, we going to lose it all, because other ethnicities coming into town. And you know what they said was rotten, no good land. Look at all that land on the east side of 59 there across from George R. Brown. They said that land was nothing, no good. Man, they got all kind of condos and townhouses, and they got that stadium over there.
I know, bro. We got to be, you right,
Yeah, we got to wake up, man.
We got to.
Everybody talking about they woke, but ain't nobody talking about nothing. We just woke looking.
Right.
We got to get busy again, man.
Yeah.
And some of us, we've been busy all the time, but we got to enhance it further. We got to bring the young ones along, man.
What? Right.
We can't just holler at them.
Well, that's the reason why, I like talking to you guys, because you all were at a point in time to where you can actually explain how unity work and how you all work together. And even though y'all might have had y'all differences or whatever, but y'all understood how to come together for a greater cause.
Well, it's like this, Cole. You and I, we work together. You see a thing one way, I see a different way. That ain't no point to contend with. That's a point to come together on, because we got 2 sides of it now.
Right.
We could do it this way, and we can do it that way. Then where we hit, we can have a mixture of both. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you get more bang for the buck that way. If I just do everything my way, and I never listen to your ideas, I could be missing something that's very valuable to both of us. So it just makes sense to listen to somebody else and see somebody else. That's just like in a relationship, man. You got a lady, and it's always your way, your way. She might have a whole thing for you to blow your mind. You never know it, because it's all your way.
Right.
It's her chance to show what she wanted, man. My lady, I ain't bragging, but she be She be thinking of ways to please me, and I'm trying to please her. She out pleasing me because she want me to be happy. Man, if you could do that in a relationship, you know, your partner looking out for you, and you looking out for your partner, and you trying to outdo each other, not for yourself, not selfishly, but for your partner. Look what you got.
That's
so
right.
You automatically going to take care of yourself.
That's right.
She automatically going to take care of herself. So you try to you got 4 times the joy, man.
That's right.
And the same thing in business. You got a business partner, you going to take care of your side, they're going to take care of their side. But if you looking to take care of their side and they looking to you got 4 sides and you banging, man. You got to find success somewhere.
Right. But that,
for everything.
Yeah, well, you giving an example on how to create a foundation in relationships, which a lot of young men and young women don't know how to create that foundation in order to make it a success. So whenever problems arise, they get frustrated and just call it quits.
Well, you know, I say this all the time. If you think about this, there's only one reason that any relationship breaks up and breaks down and ends. Even a marriage, it's only one reason, and that's selfishness. I don't care what you say the reason is, it's going to come down to selfishness. Well, it was money. Okay, what was wrong with the money? It wasn't enough. She wanted more. He was spending it. Okay, he was selfish because he was spending too much. She was selfish because she wanted more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Infidelity. Okay, who cheated? He cheated. Okay, he cheated because he was selfish. He didn't care about his lady. She cheated. Okay, because she was selfish. She wanted to do her thing. She didn't care about him.
Come on.
I don't care how you slice it. It's going to come to selfish. And once you get down to that, just simple, you can avoid that.
Right.
You can avoid that. If you don't want to be in a relationship, I was telling my lady today, I said, man, you know, I talked to a lot of people along the way. When my wife left me, I was alone, I was lonely, and I'm trying to find what's real. And you know what I'm saying? You know, you meet a lady or a guy meet a lady or a lady meet a guy. And if they ain't the one, just tell them, you know, I ain't really feeling it like this. You know, let's see what we could do on the, you know, without being so into it, so to say.
Right.
You're not the one. Why you going through the motion?
Right.
And then that person, when you get tired or you do something different, now you done broke them all up. Why? You could just tell them, hey, look, I'm not that deeply as you are. And so let's just, you know, let's just coast with it, or however you want to say it.
Right. Let's be real with one another.
Let's be real, man, because, you know, you ain't... Man, look. And then I had met one lady, and she said that I remind her of her husband, some things I do, and he was cheating. I said, well, you know, I don't know what it is, because I ain't cheating.
Right. Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So how you gonna blame me for what he did?
Right. I'm not him.
I'm not him.
That's right. Right.
So it might look like that,
right.
But is it that? And
right.
then how am I gonna be cheating when you with me all the time?
Right. But some
people,
you're
deceiving yourself, and you putting all that energy into negativity rather than trying to be. Man, I thank God for this lady I got in my life right now. I thank God for her. I told her God brought her to me and brought me to her.
Come on, and that's
because, man, you know, I mean, just be mature, man.
Right.
Just be real.
That's a blessing. You know? I'm glad.
And here's another thing, man. Everybody trying to do what they see society do.
Right.
Man, God gave you a brain. You trying to be like Rihanna. Girl, why you trying to be like Rihanna? God gave her a brain to be her.
Right.
God gave you a brain, be you.
That's right. Well, you know.
Don't be Rihanna. Don't be Nicki Minaj. Don't be Halle Berry. Be you, baby.
That's right. And
because you can't be them no way. They confused sometimes by who they are themselves.
Well, you know, one thing is, you know, when you have youth, and I'm talking about young men, young women, the elderly in the community, you got to give them compliments and boost up their self-esteem and let them feel good about themselves. Tell them something nice about themselves so they don't have to go out there and try to, you know, be something that they not. They can be proud within themselves, and they need the community to let them know, you know. And I'm glad you touched bases on that because a lot of people gonna hear what you said. It's gonna resonate, and it's gonna help them in their
I
relationship.
hope so, man.
Yeah,
You know, I had 5 children, man. I had 1 daughter. And I wasn't going to let nobody come try to tell my daughter something. I validate my own daughter. Let her know she's beautiful.
that's right.
And she's a real pretty girl. She looks just like me, except she's pretty.
Right, come on, come on.
And, you know, I taught my sons, I said, look, man, y'all handsome, you know, and girls gonna like you. Never objectify. I taught my sons this. Look, if you don't like the girl, just tell her, you know, don't take advantage of the girl, use her up.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
You know, and they only got 1 sister. I said, how would you like somebody did your cousin, your sister like that? You wouldn't like, you'd be ready to fight.
That's right.
And my sons, man, I'll never forget, my son was 14. And he said, Dad, they went in the church, you know, we in the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we had the, what was it called? It's like a coming of age. I forget what the program was called. But you have like a education process, and you like betroth yourself to the Lord. Mm-hmm. And you promise to stay celibate until you get married. You know, a lot of them fail at it, but at least their heart and their intention was the right way.
Right.
My son said, Dad, he was 14, said, Dad, it's hard. He said, I go to school, and we go to the gym in the morning. We play a little ball, whatever. And the girls come in and take you behind the bleachers and want to do things to you. Mm-hmm. I said, son, I know that. They was doing that in our time. It just wasn't so open. You know, you had to try to sneak somewhere. I said, but, you know, just hold to your promise, man. And, you know, it was hard, man.
Yeah.
It's a challenge nowadays.
Right.
Because so much is available.
Right.
Our teenagers, they see stuff now. I heard about something. I never saw this stuff, man, until I was in my 20s.
Right.
You know, I never saw it, man. Right. It's right in their face with the internet and social media and all that. TV.
Yeah.
Man, I was telling my lady just the other day, when we was coming up, you be a husband. I never saw James on Good Times in Florida. I never saw them in the bed. They never had a bedroom scene. I remember them in the bed.
Yeah.
And Mary Tyler Moore, they had twin beds, Lucy and Desi on there. They was married in real life, but on TV they couldn't even get into bed together. They had twin beds.
Right. When
I was a boy, I'm like, man, come on now. Shoot, they don't even get to the bed. They be taking their clothes off when they walk in the door.
Right. Out on the floor, right in your face, yeah.
On the sofa, and everything come off on TV.
Yeah, man, times done changed, brother.
We used to go off at 10 o'clock at night. When I was a little boy, go off at 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. You see the signal. You hear the national anthem at 10 o'clock, Channel 11 bar. It was NBC, ABC, and CBS. That was it. You ain't have no 600, 700 channels.
No. They bombarding them, bro.
You ain't have no access on no internet because wasn't no internet around.
Wasn't no internet.
Wasn't no cell phone. None of that.
Your time is
wasn't even call, wait and call phone. You got a busy signal.
Yeah, and people in
look how far we come.
Yeah, it's something else, man. On that note, the show that you all just did that we filmed, we got part of rehearsal and whatnot. We are gonna get together and provide that for the people because this is legacy, and you all are Houston royalty, bruh.
Thank you, man. We appreciate that so much. You know, man, it's just a door that God opened to us. We was just having fun and trying to work on our little careers. You know, we didn't have no idea it was going to have the impact that it had. We was just doing, you know, God was using us, man. And our community, you know, I was surprised at the number of Cashmere students and former students that ain't even seen the movie, man.
Come on, yeah.
How you got a movie about your school,
right?
Your fellow schoolmates and your former schoolmates,
right?
Winning all these awards, nominated for the NAACP Image Award. Your band director, Quincy Jones, knew him personally. Stevie Wonder called us on the phone. Grover Washington Jr. come 3-4 times to the school. Lou Marini, of Blood, Sweat, and Tears. He was Sweet Lou in the movie The Blues Brothers, the white guy. He judged us in a contest at Sam Houston State, Huntsville, came and spent 4 days with us. I would venture to say there's no other high school that had Count Basie's orchestra come and give a benefit concert for them in their high school auditorium. This the little Ronnie Laws wanted to go to Cashmere. He couldn't because of buzzing. Ronnie Laws, my friend, right now. Every year when we was having the Red Cat Jazz Cafe Festival, Ronnie come, Tom Brown. We played Ronnie's song "Always There." My group, my band, the Legacy Group, with Darryl Thomas and Gerald Calhoun, Earl Spiller, Don Compton, and who else? Reggie Nelson, my best friend who died, keyboard player. We played "Always There." Ronnie say he liked the way we played it. He changed the way he played his own song, played it like us, man. This real, man. This ain't, and we out there playing real music. We trying to keep live music alive in Houston and across the nation. Kyle Turner grew up under us. Joe Carmouche, jazz guitar player, came up under us about 10 years later, keeping it alive, man. And we got Conrad Johnson, our band director, youth orchestra. Kids learning to play jazz and get a chance to, travel. They didn't play Carnegie Hall. I ain't never played Carnegie Hall. And we the ones that was doing it. But they benefit from it. And so we just got to keep it alive, man. Right. Keep it going, Yeah. And that's all I can say about it. Yeah. Man, it's just a beautiful opportunity that God gave us and God used us. We don't get pompous and arrogant about it, man. Right. We play for anybody.
That's right.
You want us to come. At the end of the movie, it say we available for gig.
Come on.
And then they play that Sly and the Family Stone, If You Want Me to Stay. That's the way the movie ends. But, man, it's just a beautiful experience. Sometimes I can't believe it myself.
Right. But you're a part of it, and we want to reignite that passion and that pride into it. Well, this is something we can hold on to and call our own.
Yeah, man. Well, we share with everybody. There's a couple of schools trying to be our rival, but, we ain't arrogant or egocentric enough, but we didn't have no rival. We didn't have no peer.
Right.
Forest Brook used to be Forest Brook High School. They made a middle school now. They came out. They talking about how cold they was and all this. Say, man, don't you know Prof. Johnson went over there and helped y'all band director put the stage band together? There was even no stage band curriculum in the school. Prof. Johnson is single-handedly responsible for that, making it a part of the curriculum. It used to be extracurricular. He made it a part of the curriculum, and schools across the nation started having class in jazz stage band, man.
Come on.
This was Cashmere stage band. Conrad Johnson, we give him all the props. We call him Prof. Professor. Man, and we just benefited from it, man, because, he break it down. But the first thing I'll never forget, when you came to audition for him, the first thing he had you develop was a tone. You had to have a tone. You couldn't be wishy-washy and sound all crazy and stuff. You had, and whatever you did in that band, it had to be definite. Well, these are kind of things that Prophet instill in us, man. Your life has got to have a tone. Anita Baker got a song called The Rhythm of Life. You got to have a tone. You got to have a rhythm, And then whatever you do, the Bible say whatever your hands find to do it with all your might. Man, sometimes that band, we hit so hard, it blow us away.
Come on.
Like James Brown hit on that one, on that first beat. Man, we would hit, it would blow. Like that commercial where they was doing them bowls years ago, and the guy sitting in the chair and his hair and his tie is blowing backwards from the sound. That's the way it was, man. It was powerful, man.
Power.
It was powerful, man. And Prof wrote his own song. We did Slide in the Phone, Slide in the Family Stone. Thank you for letting me be myself again. We did Shiny Stocking. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Man, we did all them songs, man. We did so many different artists. We did Sunny. Sunny was a popular song. Prof wrote Sunny out. We played the jazz, man. There's just so many songs. Then I guarantee you this too. No other high school had a theme song, but we had a school song called Cashmere High. We had Thunder Soul was the song for the band, and then Prof made it for the marching band. Then he made a jazz arrangement for the stage band. Then he wrote Cashmere, depict the attitude and the atmosphere. That's the song. Jamie took Cashmere. He was in this movie called Baby Driver. Right. And if you look at Baby Driver, when Jamie Foxx come into the scene, he plays our song Cashmere. Yeah, Baby Driver. Check it out.
Come on.
DVD, whatever, on the movie channel. Baby Driver. When Jamie Foxx come out, they play Cashmere. Jamie took us to the late night shows and all of that, man. And man, it was just something, man. That dude. Really, he's supposed to do a scripted version of feature-length film, because I was his documentary format. It's real. And he's supposed to do it, but he's been so busy, man, with other projects and TV shows and this and that. But he probably going to do it. Right. And it's so funny, because Prof said when we do the movie, see, Prof believed he was going to have a movie, man.
Right. He felt it. Right.
He told me. He told us. And I was taking notes for him. And what's her name? She's a jazz singer. I can't think of her name. She was also taking notes in longhand, man. And probably telling us. But then this guy, Ethan Alifat, he was doing his study to graduate from college, and he was studying stage, man. Ran across our music, and he fell in love. He did the recording Texas Thunder Soul. That's on CD. It's out. Been out. That's been out for about 12 years. Okay. And then Mark Landsman heard us on National Public Radio. That's another thing. It's hot in here. You hot? On National Public Radio, and he called Prof, man, and next thing you know, we was working on getting the band back together. We do a tribute concert for Prof after 30-something years, and that's how the movie. That's what the movie about. Okay. And 2 days after we did the concert, Prof died, man.
That's a blessing. 2
days after the concert. It was almost like he was waiting to see it happen.
Right, yeah.
Because he had told us about it 30 years before.
Yeah, he wanted to see it happen, yeah. And he was at peace after that.
He had a heart attack. He had a heart attack. If you look at the movie, actually, I was praying. They asked me to pray. They cut the prayer short. But they did film some of it. We was praying about him having a heart attack. And, man, God strengthened him enough. He got up out that bed.
Come on.
And he walked into the campus. And he walked to Saavedra was the superintendent. Saavedra came to the concert. Just to tell you, and, he wasn't a favorite in the school district, but he came to that concert, man.
That's right. Man, got to witness royalty, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, bro. Man,
so, we keep it going. We got some other things, like your movie you working on.
That's right.
I'm proud of you, Because, people be tripping, man, because we're in entertainment business, but they don't realize the reality of it, man. We real people, man.
Right, but it's a pleasure for me to help lay down the foundation and the history so people can understand who played a part in this thing. It just didn't fall out the sky.
Man. Well, let me say this. For somebody like Jamie Foxx, he from Texas, but he ain't from Houston.
Right.
Man, when he saw that, what we was doing with the movie, he cried. I hate to put this out on Jamie.
Right.
They gave him a private screening in his office, and he cried, man. And he said, man, what can I do? I want to be a part of this.
Come on.
And he became the executive producer. Took us to all the late night, Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon's show. What's the other boy name?
Yeah.
All the late night shows. He went to all of them and took our stuff, man. Put the song in Baby Driver.
Come on.
He went everywhere and pushed us. We went out to California. We played the Ford Amphitheater. And Prince was supposed to come. He was at some award show and it ran late. He didn't get to come. We ripped it up out there in California, the Ford Amphitheater, man.
Come on.
And we was down there on Wilshire at the hotel, man. The people came by and stormed the hotel, man. They treating us like we was superstars. It's so funny, man. you know, when you do something and you got popularity, it's like we was kids, man. We was in Japan. They was treating us like we was the Jacksons. Want to touch our afros. You know, offer us gum. Guys offering us cigarettes. You know, we couldn't smoke no cigarettes, man. We got to play.
Right.
And we, you know, high school students. You know, a few of us smoke a little cigarette.
Right.
Tell the truth, smoke a little blunt here and there.
Right.
But, you know, we had to be cool in Japan, man. We the only black people over there. Look, they're announcing us on TV and radio like we the Osmond Brothers or Jackson 5.
Come on.
And I never forget it because Commodores was real popular over there at that time. That was before Brick House came out. Man, they loved the Commodores over there. And, man, I tell you, we had a ball in Japan on that tour. Japan tour, 1975. And, man, they had the Expo, the World Exposition. And, boy, we met people from all over the world.
Come on.
And they loved our music. They loved us, man. We loved them. It was beautiful, man.
Man, bro.
And we traveled. We was all over the United States, man. We was California, East Coast, you know, all over Texas. And we was there. Because, see, we had to go on the weekend. We had to go to contests. And, man, we go to them contests, and the people we compete against, they treat us like superstars.
Right.
They didn't want to come on and play before us, man. They like,
yeah.
nah, man, they gonna really. They didn't want to come on after us,
right?
Because they say after we go, the show gonna be over.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that energy, y'all. Well, I witnessed that energy y'all put into them shows, bro.
So, man, like I told you, man, that's what Prof taught us, man. Whatever you do, got to be different. And like I said, we learned the Bible. Whatever your hands find to do it all your might. And, you know, we 64 years old, all five of us. But, man, it's just what we do. We don't know no other way to do it but to do it.
Right.
You know, Nike, the goddess of victory, just do it. You know?
Wow, bro.
That's what we do, man. And so, man, we were so happy. We saw classmates and schoolmates that we hadn't seen for years. Right. And then not only was a reunion for us, it was a reunion for a lot of the people, man, because they hadn't seen their classmates themselves. It was like all kind of reunion.
Right.
Classmates, schoolmates, right. People that graduated 2-3 years before you, after you, that you hadn't seen, man. And just to see everybody, and you saw that place was packed out, man.
Man, it was packed. And, I enjoyed myself. And it was well put together, too.
We had to limit the table. We had to limit the seating to 8 people per table because of social distance. Right. We could have had 10 people at each table, man.
Yeah.
And we had people, man, I didn't know. Can I get a ticket at the door? We had to limit it, man. We had to cut it off, you know, but we still had a full house.
Full house, definitely.
And I was so proud, man, because it was in the neighborhood, you know.
Right.
And Miss Braden owned that venue, Enchanted. Man, Miss Braden owned all that property, that blue section over there. Yeah. She owned that, and that Enchanted courtyard, man. And then our decorator, Veronica, decorates for us, man. If anybody want a good decorator, y'all saw how that thing looked.
That was nice.
I don't know if you noticed, but we had the VIP tables decorate different.
Yeah.
That's what that difference was. We had the VIP and the general, but all of them was looking good.
All of it, bro.
Yeah.
Man, it was comfortable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was
we used it. See, the VIP was diamond, so they used that white silver to represent diamond, and the gold was actually the general admission. Everybody thought the gold was the VIP, but we ain't had that many gold tables, man. Most of them was the white diamond. They ran out of the white diamond decoration, so they had to decorate some of the VIP. A few of them was gold because we ain't have no more decoration. We didn't know it was gonna sell out like that.
Right, like man. Shit, man. That was the hottest ticket. That was the hottest ticket in town.
Man, a lot of people. When y'all gonna do it again? But see, Reggie Dunham, he lives in L.A. So, you know, he run a business and he got business in Africa. Matter of fact, I told you the other day he going to Africa. Right. I think this week he gonna be gone for at least 2 months. Mm-hmm. because he got some property. He married an African wife from Kenya, Kazuri, her nickname, because I can't say all them 6 names in a real name. But, man, they doing good, and he's going to come back. We probably going to do something with the Unforgettables. I think I told you around Valentine's Day.
Right.
With the Royal Temps.
Okay.
We're going to get the Royal Temps and us, and we're going to do a show together.
Okay.
But then on December the 18th, I'm helping produce this Christmas party, Lacey's Christmas party, out there on Kuykendall. I think everybody say that Kirkendall, but
right.
Yeah, we're gonna be. I'm gonna get information about that.
Okay.
And,
we're
gonna run that. We're gonna run that. We already got it confirmed. We got the venue confirmed. We got the band confirmed. My cousin Robert Allen Berry, he's going. And then TJ, you saw TJ,
right.
The girl. TJ gonna sing.
Oh yeah, she nice.
Man, she sang Gladys Knight, Shaka Khan, and Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You.
Right, yes she did.
And look, I don't know if you heard that background. That was me and Robert in the dressing room singing background.
Come on.
Everybody said they were looking to see who was singing.
Yeah.
In the dressing room with microphones singing the background vocals.
That
was fun.
That's fine. Yeah, when you can do
I
it.
was actually getting dressed. I was talking about T. Sing this, T.
Right.
And I was singing with him, trying to get my tuxedo on, trying to get my shirt. And then, after her, we had to come out.
Right.
So I had enough time, though. It was fun, man.
Yeah.
Had a ball.
Yeah, we can tell y'all enjoyed
my
ourselves.
guys, man, Reginald Donald, Robert Allen Berry, Dorian Paul Williams, Terry Lynn Delaney, myself, man. Man, we had a ball up there. Yeah. After we got so into it, man, we just said, man, forget the steps. We just started singing.
Having fun.
We was having fun,
yes,
man, dancing around with each other and stuff.
Yeah.
Two of my sons was there with their wives. Man, like, oh, Dad, get down. We did that little part on, what was that? Could It Be I'm Falling in Love?
Right.
We was like doing that little rock slump, and my girl say, "Oh, baby, y'all was doing How Low Can You Go?" I said, "Well, I wasn't trying to go too low. I'm 6'5.5". I got too far to raise back up.
All right, come on.
We did our little sway.
Yeah, y'all did your
thing. Let them know, the old men still got a little swag.
Come on, yes, y'all did. On that note, man, look, brother Tim, man, I so appreciate you sharing that experience with us. And the people,
man,
and y'all look out, catch that Thunder Soul, and look out for the project that we putting together coming soon. I'll keep y'all informed. Till next time, Tim, bro, you stay up and enjoy yourself, bro.
Let me thank you for your involvement, the interest you put in it, and we can't help but be successful, man. God is with us, and we got the love. I'm the big brother, you the younger brother, and we just gonna do it. And you got the other brothers your crew.
Come on.
And we just gonna keep it going, man.
That's right.
I got some other projects I ain't told you about yet, but we gonna work it, baby.
All right,
we gonna do it.
That's what's up. VCM Film, 8-Tone Productions, The Unforgettables, and we out.
Yes, sir.